Hello everyone, Store1 here. Today we'll be taking a look at the severe weather, and also for that, excuse me, that system that's supposed to hit the west coast for the rest of this week. Now let's go ahead and get started with the severe weather. And this has been going on for a few days after the SPC. As you can tell, there is an enhanced risk for severe weather for a good chunk of I was about to say Arizona, but Arkansas, got some in Oklahoma, some in Texas, and a little bit in Louisiana. Won't be too surprised if this gets upgraded to moderate risk, and that's a possibility. Now severe storms posing to the threat of large to very large hail. Several tornadoes, which are possible Friday afternoon to the overnight portion. So the main threat for this SPC is pretty much going to, like they said, very large hail, possibly tornadoes and damage winds. See down here, all these are enhanced. It's what a tornado 10%, winds at 30, hail is at 30% with a significant. That's pretty interesting there. Now, if we actually look at day 3, it still continues, but even with that severe weather chance stretching up to the Ohio Valley region, and they also are thinking about upgrading this area here in particular to possibly enhance and actually up here to a slight risk. And I'll show you why for one model in particular, and it'll be the NAIA model. If we actually go back to day 1, however, for tonight, there's a marginal risk for severe weather in California. The main threat is possibly going to be a tornado, but it'll most likely be pretty weak. It'll be brief. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Not too much of a risk there for tonight. Now let's go ahead and get started with the NAIA model. We're going to try to go through this pretty quickly because I don't have a lot of time. So the winds are looking pretty good, as you can tell by the jet stream check. Vorticity, however, it's an on this one, you know. It's a little scattered. You can tell good chunk of vorticity is actually a little bit around the Ohio Valley region for the most part. Dew points, however, it's pretty good, at least for the southern portion. And if we look at, it's a little bit different here now. There's no bulk shear, but this is the one you'll be using, is the cape and the shear. That's stuff that you'll be using. Now for the shear, however, it's decent. You can look at cape up to 1,700 down there, 2,000 probably. So there's some decent cape there. If we continue on, there's some higher cape values possibly for northern Florida as well. Low level lap rates, however, it's pretty good for the north, around the Ohio Valley region, as you can tell there, near to around there. But it's not that great for the south, and that's going to be something else there for lap rates. Now, low level lap rates gives you the chance for storms to build up, but there's not a lot of that for the south, and that's going to be a problem there if you want severe weather. Now, EHI, it's pretty decent here. Looking at EHI, probably 3. Saw a 3.1 there. And that kind of continues on. It got a little bit of EHI going up there at around near the Ohio Valley region. And also down there in Summer, Georgia as well, which is interesting. Helicity, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. You can tell here values are actually near 400. If we go up here, it's around 200. If we get around there, you can tell there's a 401 right there. If we go ahead and take it out a little bit more further, and wow, 600. If we go up here, it's pretty high up around there as well, even 500 near around the Ohio Valley region. So it's not the south. The Ohio Valley region also could get that chance for big time weather as well. and there is the chance for that to happen. Now, Supercell Copside putting all this stuff together, what do we get? You can tell moderate risk is issued from this here. Particular shows an 8. So we'll go ahead and click on the LC forecast zone is working because I'm in a different location here. PDS tornado, that's a possibility there. Hail can be significant as well. It can be 2.75 inches in diameter. That's a large hail there. If we go ahead and continue on, look up there. See? And it's not really wanting to pop up. There we go. See, there's a 5 there, up there in near the Ohio Valley region. It's close. Not quite there. If we look on here, it's pretty decent. It's not too bad. Actually, the cap is open. We got a decent amount of shear. So there could be a chance for severe weather up in the Ohio Valley region as well. That's why keep an eye up there. Now down here around Georgia and Alabama, if you all know James Spann, you know he's going to go live. So, yeah. And down there, you know, it's not that wide. It's up to the north. But the supercell, though, it can be significant as well. Same thing for that hail, though. The shear is good. It's just not that wide in particular. That could be an issue there. So, what I'm looking at here, that supercell development can be a little isolated. You can also tell there it continues on into Georgia, into maybe South Carolina as well. PDS tornado, what do we get here? Can be significant. That is a possibility here. It's not looking too great right around here in the graphs there. Now let's go ahead. I did not make a map, but I guarantee you I probably would issue a moderate risk. But here's the forecast here. Well, severe weather ingredients at least. It's a little different than last time. Actually got 2 dates. It's going to be 2 and 3. It's November 30th and December 1st. The wind speed or the jet stream is very good. Vorticity is good. 2 points are very good. The bulk shear, which I'm going to change that. I'll probably just go change that to Cape. I'm going to fix this. There we go. It's good. Now, low-level operators, 2 different areas here. It's not good for the South, but it's good in the Ohio Valley region. EHI is good. Helicity is very good. The cap is off. We also, here's my forecast for the severe wet threats. Damage winds will be high to very high. Large hail will be medium to high. I'm not 100% really sure if I'm going to put it to like their damage winds are, because we kind of have this situation a few months ago, which was back in July, here in Kentucky, where they had a pretty high hail threat, and it didn't really much happen for a very large hail. It was a 45%, and not much, not really large hail or anything. There was hail up there, but the largest size the furthest I've heard was probably near golf balls. And it's not that large, though. But the tornadoes, though, is going to be medium. Now, there's 2 different areas for the heavy rain / flash flooding. It will be high in the Ohio Valley region. It will be medium to the south. And also, that cap is off right around in there. Now, let's go over to California very quickly, where they can see some significant rainfall and snowfall totals up in the mountain areas there. And it seems like it's only going to happen tonight by the looks of it, you know, around there. And it moves out, kind of speed through here. May even try to, now this is, something here. The European Mall and the GFS agrees with this one. We could have a snowstorm that can go through, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia. Now, that could be a major concern. Even could see some very heavy snowfall for North Carolina as well. That's going to be a concern there. Bring in some extreme cold air. They're talking about a lot of cold air there. Maybe try to get a nor'easter to come up right around in here, where that cold air pocket is still staying around there. Now, wherever I look at the European model earlier, it was showing snowfall totals about as high as 6 inches. It's not too much, but it can be a lot. Here you go. Here's your snowfall totals. We may even try to get a pop-up a snowstorm up around in Nebraska and South Dakota as well. But we got to focus on this system here. This is going to be a little bit interesting here. I don't think it's going to be a foot of snow. I mean, surface temperatures, it's going to be above freezing. So it's going to take a lot of snow to stick. So it's probably going to be nearly half of that. So I'm going to guess 6 inches of snow. It's pretty agreeable over here as well, where it's been a little bit more colder. Now, that's all I got for y'all guys today. Hopefully you enjoy this severe weather slash a little bit of a U.S. weather forecast here. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.